My family comes from the sea. Demetrius, the bard, had a father who came from the wolves of the north, the Norse raiders. They founded a kingdom and became the Rurikids. And he had a mother whose family ruled in the small islands of the Aegean Sea. And now I have brought that legacy to an end. Wandering no more, I will be the king of the sea. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with King Uladard, the Equitable of Valencia. I am expecting this to be his last episode. He is probably not going to live as long as his father, but it looks like he's going to hit 70, which is just a good old age, you know? It's a good old age for a medieval king. Younger brother just hit 62, also not feeling so good, but, you know, life, right? Many fine children of his own. We got a couple of things we want to do. We want to clean this up. I still want to take these islands. Yes, I know they're not that significant, but I think that they're basically going to be our reaching towards the Middle East. They will facilitate more trade in this region. I am wondering, though, what we'll do after that. We have a bit of a Liberty faction because this guy's getting a little into himself right now. So I'm thinking we can marry him to Isabel. He'll do it, and that'll take him off the list. Hopefully this is fixed by our eventual stewardship gains. And, we can ask our head of faith for gold. We will do it. The last couple of times we asked him, it seemed to bug out, and it didn't actually give it to us. We don't want to do that. We need a worthy successor here. Can't do it yet. What does this require? This requires open terrain expert. I wonder if there's any marryable women in the court. We haven't done this in a really long time, so might be a way to just bypass waiting for that. Right, so we're gonna do court, we're gonna do adult, female, unmarried, 0. We have 0. All right, that answers that question. No speeding that up that way. We're just gonna have to wait till it cools down. That gives an alliance. He has sent us the funds before we do anything else. Hopefully this is on its way to ending right now. You can tell by the fact that this red is getting less, especially where the thing started. There's still a lot up here, though. There's a pretty big down. I would actually keep money on hand because I don't know how much plague recovery costs during this era. And then we're going to go to war for this. He only has one ally. We can easily overwhelm him. I'm not even going to bring in all my allies. I'm just going to bring in the people I need to. This is a de jure war, of course. And we're going to call in Vardos, because he's, as far as I remember, not participating in the war games. Yes, he's not participating in the war games, so that leaves him free. And since we've gotten pretty much every single thing we wanted to get out of legacies, we're just gonna willingly spend some of our renown, because I think it'd be really cool if we were to call in, not ally, this is a dynasty member, the Kingdom of Ruthenia, that we can fight in a war together. Something that's never happened before, unless I did this already once. In case something that's only ever happened once before, and we're not gonna wait. We're gonna move our rally point right here, right now, right away. This should be a pretty fast war. We'll see. He might make it hard. I might not even, if I can help it, I might not even go to fight him anywhere except here. We might just hold the war target. We'll see. Probably be faster if I don't. I mean, my allies might just head down there and do that, because that's what makes most sense for them to do. Stewardship perk available. Okay, shadow over new plague. Summon the physician. Let's go all in. Where was that? Legitimately don't know where that plague is. Oh, here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. It's a little far off. Early prevention success. Good job. Get out of this place. Get out of here. Get out of here so that this can start rebuilding, and so that I can use the Pope's money instead of having to hold it. Wait, did I? Oh, I was gonna say, did I not get popular figurehead yet? I didn't. Did not get popular figurehead yet. One more stewardship perk and I'll actually be able to hold my territory. Things are looking better in the capital here. Saying goodbye. Oh, my best friend, the Duke, died. I will never forget this day. We experienced some level of catharsis. That's good. You know, we were going to do a funeral for our wife and I almost forgot about it, which is kind of like me, to be fair. It's kind of exactly like me. Let's come down here, and maybe here is better because they're probably not going to come that far on their own. Father? Yes, Benvenuto, what is it? Are you not going to mourn the death of the Queen? I had intended to. It's been quite a while, you know. People always ask. You know, I didn't care for her. I'm aware, but for social reasons it would be, well, yes, I suppose I should do something about it. Father, don't forget, he figured it out. Once he saw we already took it and that we were leaving, he immediately figured out that we sort of need to not stay up there on the islands, right? Is this? Oh, they're seizing them both. That's, all right. I guess good job. I don't think it's wise. I think you're gonna need both your armies to fight me, and I think if you leave them separated too long, I will defeat you simply because the first army will lose too many troops. There we go. My ally seems to be coming to my aid, which is nice of him. That is the preferred outcome. Instead of just leaving me be. We lost our commander. This guy actually we could probably use, so we will actually hire him. Since he's a better commander than my brother, and he's a good siege commander, let's just begin sieging into his territory. We don't need to go too deep in there. Oh, the war game is almost over. Look at that. I guess we won. Yes, we won. The guy should consider himself lucky that I don't care for the rest of his territory. But I was kind of tempted. No, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need any of this. This is African, Sardinia. This is not Tunis or whatever it was before, right? It's the whole new place called African Sardinia. What he thinks he's gonna do, and I don't think it's gonna work. It's my impression. Who you planning to attack? Because I think we're all coming for you. I'll just let them handle it and take the siege over. I think that gets us done faster, to be fair. Who is unmarried? It's me! When pox spreads. This is finally done. Annoyingly, because it wasn't our plague, we don't get the bonus development. It just means we hard lost 4 points of development. Not good. Not good. They seem to be pushing further in. I'm fine with that. Our cannon will siege this one. We don't need that many sieges to succeed anyway. Like, if they'll just settle down and finish the sieges they're working on, we will absolutely take this, no problem. They keep moving around and sieging unnecessary places, it'll be harder. I feel like I'm just gonna go up the coast. Most likely their siege will... oh, they're not even succeeding. That's fine, we're just gonna go up the coast anyway. Sickness is spreading. You gonna land right on top of my face or something? You're gonna go after this guy? You're not strong enough to do either of those two things, just to be clear. They'll just gather up and stop you. Like, they're 3 times as strong as you are, sir. Alright, prisoners taken in siege. I'm just gonna keep going up the coast. I am very confused. Okay, Guisilla has come of age. Guisilla has come of age. She is an astute intellectual. Oh, she did good. Very well educated. Very nice. Good job. Not a great starting point. I do not understand what I'm not holding. All right, let's ransom these prisoners. Oh, you can get a new successor, finally. Granary infestation. Vermin have infested several granaries in the county of Castrogiovanni, destroying the seed grain stored in them. With nothing to plant for next year's crops, 3 tenants living there have come to ask me for aid. I have plenty of grain. They should become my serfs. Take pity on them and open my grain stores. It's a lot of money. Command the priests to give them charity. That we will do. We need that money for economic development, but we do see your pain. I'm starting to annoy me because I don't know what the war target would be other than this county, which we definitely hold. There we go. Finally, so be it. Complete. Now we can do this decision. Secure the Mediterranean. This will allow us to have de jure claims on any coastal territory we want in the region. So it also changes the kingdoms, changes these into a kingdom of their own. If we look at our kingdoms now, you can see this like this, and Valencia loses this, but that's fine. I actually kind of like this better because it means that my family, like my direct lineage, holds all of mainland Valencia. To disband the army, that did cost us some money. Yes, of course. Who needed the successor? It was you. Grab us a successor, and let's continue the development, the territorial development. Let's see. Any place still, yeah, you still have a castle 2, so you upgrade to a castle 3. Castle 3. We want to focus mostly on our own territory, like our and our primary heirs territory. These counties up here are actually going to end up staying with us because we've found other things for our sons, right? All of our sons are going to have something, which means we're going to continue to develop these like they're ours. It means you are going to go to a keep level 3. You have 2 keeps. One of them's not held by me. The other one is already level 3, so that's perfectly good. Corsica. Corsica's actually not been doing so bad, considering this guy could have probably bullied him. He hasn't bullied him, though. That's good. Ransom, yes. Ransom, yes. I don't think there's anything else here we need to do. We have some low county control. Let's take a look and see where we could be using our county control to help out. And yeah, the question is, are we going to continue? I don't know why you keep getting claims on us. You are our ally, your husband. Okay, so she's married. Did they marry? Oh, they married her properly. That's rare. Who is this guy? You have no idea. Maybe he was the best prestige candidate? They pick by prestige sometimes. Swear an oath of true friendship. You just want to keep it on what it's been? Is that right? Oh no, my best friend just died, and this is somebody new. This is King Zekelman of Galacia. Sure, why not? I am friends with all of my neighbors, even the ones that like to have weird wars for no reason. I don't want to do this right now. Okay, we have our successor. So we have 2 knights in every accolade. We will negotiate that alliance. This is our grandson. He will not be the heir, but she's given him a barony because they already have equal. As they already have equal, she's the heir. And when we change ours to equal, she will also become the heir of Valencia. But we can't do that until after the old man finishes his time on the earth. 70, not black-hearted yet. Kill the Duke in at once, of course. I accept your generous gifts. Thank you very much. Now, we picked up something new, which was this. An inventory artifact. Sometimes inventory books can actually be changed to, not in this case, though. I don't know why I repaired that. I don't really need to keep this thing. Well, we'll keep it around for now anyway. We were really thinking, well, that can be something that our son does, right? We should do one of them, though. So maybe we can emerge from seclusion. Definitely don't need to be in seclusion anymore. And maybe we can, I don't have an antiquarian. What happened to my antiquarian? Oh, I think it was my daughter that I got married off. Antiquarian. I suppose you can do it, or this knight can do it. I think we'll have our daughter do it, because she'll be free. I really should just finish this. Prince Orest is spreading around obvious hints that he would like to befriend me. He appears to be a natural socializer and is intimating that our shared talents in this area would naturally bring us together. Who are you? You are... Oh, you're my neighbor in... I don't know. Guess this is Croatia, isn't it? Trying to figure out where you actually are. And he is right. Let's do it. I don't mind if he tries to become my friend. Every man for himself. Ermengol is fiddling nervously with his sleeve as I enter my chamber. What is he doing here at this hour? My deepest apologies, but I must speak with you in private. I have discovered something very interesting. He has discovered Duke Cerneu the Evil's secret in the Duchy of Granada. Right? Well, I'm not usually a secret hunter, but the man's name is the Evil. So I will exchange your hook for his hook. He's a witch. Interesting. So he wants in. Does he? Let's take a second and look at this. He'll do it for low. Does he control the entire duchy? He controls most of the duchy. A tiny bit is held by the Holy Roman Empire. He can join, sure, yeah, that's okay. Child of my dynasty, Mstislav. Oh, this is the son of Simon, the guy who's Russian, her Russian Orthodox tutor, but he's also pure 100% Cerneu. Oh, he was Russian Insular. That's neat. His father was lowborn, and his mother was one of... This is our sister, right? Yeah, one of our sister's grandchildren. Okay, I can feel good about that. Who's this? Who just died? Okay, the Duchy of Cerneu. I'm not sure really about that. I didn't even know I had that. Let's get divided attention, which will finally fix our... Whoa, our holdings were great. Why is our domain limit 14? What? Support from... Wait a second. How did my brother become my regent? You sneaky guy. I mean, it feels like you've been trying to be my most important counselor the entire time, and I don't actually have a problem with you being regent. It would have probably been nicer if you asked instead of just did it, though. Brother, yes? What is it, my king? You have been doing a lot of my work lately. Well, I just thought, you know, you're getting old. You're 70 years old. You're not in any better health than I am. But don't you think it would be wise for us to spend the last of these years working together? I have been giving you good advice this whole time. Why not formalize it? So, You want to co-rule? Is that what you're saying? No, I would just like to be regent. Not a child, I don't need a regent, but you give good advice, so I suppose that's fine. Faction targets me. Who's targeting me now? Bud, you just joined. You just joined. You have a daughter? You do. How about one of my little boys, my young sons? Maybe they need one of your older daughters. She's 7. We can sort this by age. There we go. That will solve that problem immediately, so I don't ever have to look at the screen again. He can now feel fully integrated. Let's see. We want to spend some money. So into capital. The next thing for us to probably build up is windmill, the cap. It's very expensive. We also got the boats to probably try to hit cap on as well. All for development growth, so we can quickly regain our lost ground. Sad that so many people died and that it so negatively affected our economy, because that's the most important concern, the economy effect, not the dead people. 160. Let's look at what our control situation looks like on the control map. Shadow over Al Manjan. Oh gee. There it is. Summon the physician right next to us too. Right next to us. Where else could it be except right next to us, am I right? Could have been anywhere in the world. Desperate measures are required. This is the worst sickness ever. Okay? The sickness got its own special sickness thing. We were trying to look. We were just like pleasantly trying to look at our control, seeing how good things are going, you know? And what do we find? Absurd sickness. Okay. First thing is make sure to physician our daughter. Hopefully this doesn't just kill her. No, he can stay regent. I don't actually have a problem with that, actually. As long as he doesn't try to manipulate things. He's trying to promote my authority. I think I would rather him swell the army. I mean, fill the coffers. I think money is more important when you're an economic superpower. And we will have to repair these things. They're too important for us to let them break. Yes and no. I don't think we even use this, though. It is a famed journal. I would hate to lose it. We fought a duel. Wait, I thought we lost that. Did we not lose a duel for... Am I imagining things? Could be. It happens. All right. Old court. Enter seclusion. We just got out of seclusion. But we are an old man. We'll also isolate the capital. Another economic trouble. Our daughter is doing a good job as doctor, though, which is nice to see. Okay, it's time to expect a lot of deaths, because this is going to cause a lot of deaths. It's so close to us that it is absolutely going to reach us, no problem whatsoever. I am judged harshly for my hospitality towards Frederico the fornicator, who was avoided by almost everyone to counter their wicked faith. What is his wicked faith? He's just a Catholic. I mean, I'm not executing him because he's a fornicator. That's silly. I am actually just going to leave him unjudged. Yeah. Oh, my son and Mary. What happened? Did his wife die? Orest's friendship. It is so rare to find a true friend. Yep, that's fine. I already agreed to this. What's happening here? My marshal is gone. So do I have anybody who I can reassign who would do this job well? Because I would put him here if I could. So this is, yeah, he doesn't expect anything from me. So you could become my counselor. I mean, I don't see him getting that mad, to be fair. You have lost your wife, but you can choose your own marriage at this point. You have children already, right? Oh yeah, lots. You can choose your own marriage at this point. You've already done your duty. I'm not going to intervene. And that leaves you. Well, I'm going to make him the marshal. It's probably a mistake. But I'm going to do it. I mean, he doesn't, though. He's fine as regent. Though I understand that everybody would think that that's what he wanted. He's fine as regent. I think next we're going to build this here. I have to admit, this is very worrying. So it is not the actual Black Plague. It is just a apocalyptic typhus. Which, because you know, since I didn't set it to historical Black Plague, I think it can be other sicknesses, just apocalyptic. If I'm wrong about that, that would suck, because, well, to be frank, that would mean the Black Plague is still coming, and I want nothing to do with the Black Plague still coming at all. In the middle of this, well, I mean, this is not actually spreading towards us, because it's not that, it's like it's really virulent and deadly, but it's not making it here yet. But where are you? Oh yeah, I'd love to get away from the sickness. A little seagoing would be a great idea. Let me see. Trying to see if I haven't. No, I don't. An average family member. So we'll pick you, and we'll hire some captains, and then we will attend the hunt. We haven't spent that much time in Sardinia since the war, so I bet it'll be nice. You should, I guess, build this. We're getting to the point where we need bigger chunks to build singular buildings, so Valenciano sword. My sword is better. I don't need to spend money on that. We're fine. And my royal architect slash brother slash regent slash master of hunt is dead. My poor brother. Wow. So I died, it looks like, within days of my poor brother. All right, this will end up being a short episode because I'd like to start King Radulf on his own footing next episode. He has his sister as his regent. I don't know why. It's the same as what just happened to me. 46 years old, strong as an ox. Strong as an ox. We will continue as King Radulf, of course, because we're sticking with these guys to the end. He is, naturally speaking, a diplomat, and he would actually be well served by going to university. The same stuff his father was using, but he'll keep using his grandfather's sword. Actually, no, he'll switch to his father's sword because it's objectively better. Plus, his father just died. He's a cynical man, but he's very likely to also do a funeral for his father, so we're definitely doing that. We're not going to miss it like we did with the last one. I am going to remove the entrenched regency. I don't have as much tolerance towards that as my father did. We're gonna have to repair this breaking stuff. I think we will definitely repair yes and no. I actually think we'll just break this. Oh, we can't, because it's blue. You know, no, we'll keep it. We'll keep the record of our once enemies, world. Be a knight. That's why you're here. We need you in that position. Alliances to be negotiated. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to stop, and we need to change this to equal. Why? Who won't do it? So everybody opposes, eh? We'll have to fix that. I mean, they're gonna feel a little better once I hand out positions, right? Like, she is actually an okay marshal, strangely enough. I know it's not strange. She's a good fighter, too. For a long time, we had an extraordinarily adept woman in our army, who's one of our grandfather's greatest soldiers. You, and that should give us basic control. Will that let us change it? That will. So they all just approve now, which is good. So we'll change this law. We'll immediately make our heir and the heir of Aragon the same. Our daughter, Ava, which will unify the kingdoms. And let's just take some time because it's going to end up being a slight short episode because we're not, well, we should finish up his duties. So he's already a patriarch, interestingly enough. Let's see. You want to switch him off, patriarch? Well, he is stubborn. He's also an excellent steward. I mean, we just saw his father just literally did architect. Just that architect is, like, for building, objectively the best for when you're doing what we're doing right now. So I think we're going to put him on architect. He's holding more than he can. That makes sense. Unlike his father, he's not going to wait for his brothers to grow up to give them their titles. He's going to push them off to be managed by his younger brother right away, because he doesn't really want to deal with them, right? So, as was intended, we will, let's see, grant vassal here, and then grant vassal here, and that takes them out of our hair, so we don't have to worry about managing our brothers. Poor son here, well, we'll find something for him. We do still have these two lesser counties up here that we just hold as part of our holdings, which is good. We're very stressed out. Not enough yet to have taken a negative trait. We might want to actually consider going to university. That could be a thing for a character with a 4-star education that would be really valuable. So Infanta Ava, you are going to be queen one day. Queen of Aragon, Valencia, and the Kingdom of the Islands, which I do not even want to try to pronounce the name of because its name is weird. Also, you know, Andalusia, but we don't usually count Andalusia because we just consider Andalusia to be part of Valencia. But that's fine. Andalusia, Valencia, and Baleo Terrenia, and Aragon. That is what Ava is going to have in her hands. Oh, she's sneaky. Her education turned out good, but she didn't have that great of starting stats. That's fine, it happens. Her brother inherited the physical strength of the family, which is a thing, and so did her daughter. That's the only trait we have because she doesn't have any traits, so it's just our man here with his big muscles. I don't know if we're going to seek a long life with him or not. I haven't really decided yet, but my hope is that we can have a good time. I thought just to end this episode, we'll look at the dynasty here. of course, we finished. We have one more legacy to pick up here. We're very close to getting it, and then we'll have finished 3 full bars, which is awesome. So we'll have legitimacy, metropolitan, and coterie. That's a good question. Our starting legitimacy should be pretty high because of our family trait. Yeah, it didn't decrease. Still working our way towards 5, though. That's something he could probably accomplish on purpose. And again, looking at the family, this is what we were doing. Let's look at the family tree, not the Kingdom of Valencia. House Cerneu of the Vardos Dynasty. So here's the Vardos Dynasty. Well, I mean, not really. Here is our direct lineage. There's Huppold. And if we expand past Huppold, who is the originator of our line, we have Demetrius. This family is enormous, but I don't think it has 143 living members. Doesn't feel like it's the most living members. A lot of these are closed because it's women whose children are in other houses. That would be the only reason why they would be closed. So we don't need to open all that stuff up. We could just look, see how everything connects. So there is Bernard Hugh, whose mother was Gislana Cairngeld, and whose father was Gouffre Cerneu. This is Bernard Hugh going through his mother, because it's not fair to say they were closely related, but here's the actual line of significance over here, right? There are so many people. There's Queen Eleanor, who is related to us anyway. She is Vardos Duric, and she's quite distantly related to us. Well, to her husband. Her husband does not have any chance of creating incest babies with her because of how far apart they are. There she is again, another connection, because, you know, that's how it works. There's King Radulf, through King Uladard, through Bernard Hugh, through Infante William. Yeah, Infante William is his father. That must have been his mother remarried. Up to King William, up to King Demetrius, up to King Wenhenden, and then from King Wenhenden, we have Prince Demetrius. All the way back to the very start. Our family, it's fair to say, is striving. I think 143 members counts as thriving. I think 143 members counts as thriving. That is Infante Uladard. That is the blind brother of Wenhenden. No? Yes. It's the blind son of Wenhenden. It's the brother of King Demetrius I, Demetrius II. The major split was King Wenhenden, Huppold, right? And Joffre, who changed his name. Count Huppold became basically the father of his branch. Well, it didn't do as well. There's some counts and a few dukes, but they lost most of their territory over time. And then, of course, we have, where's our man at? That's Count Otto. There he is. Count Yaume, or Joffre, as he was originally born. He leads down to King Dmitri I, to King Vladislav, to King Dmitri II, to King Vladislav II, who is then inherited by his brother King Grigory. King Grigory's son, King Hereneti, is still the king in Ruthenia, and his son, Prince Grigory, who will become King Grigory II if nothing bad happens. What an enormous family. We have a huge family. Ruthenia still thrives, but it's definitely not in the place it was when it was at its strongest. What are we talking about here? No, this is Ruthenia, right? Ruthenia, the Grand Kingdom. Yeah. That guy is king of Zaporizhia, but it's only this big. Okay, I was confused because it's like, there's no way the Conqueror died already. Like, because everything exploded. He did die, but I mean, it should still be held together, right? He would lose it this soon. Anyway, that I think is going to be the end of this episode. Our family has done a spectacular job. Next time we're going to return with Radulf, King of Valencia, who will be, of course, followed by his daughter. Actually, the first played queen of the line in this game, Infanta Eva. We have had a lot of queens in the past, but this is the first time that it's taken the entire length of the game for us to get a single queen. All right, thanks for watching. Actually, I don't know if that's true. There were no queens at all in the Cornwall game, if I remember correctly. All right, goodbye for now.